Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rio from RIOLOGY. Today I've got something truly exciting to share with you, namely the San Martin SN0140W. I've been wearing this watch for a week now, and I can't wait to dive into all the details with you. If you appreciate the effort I put into these reviews, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content. Your support means a lot to me and it really helps this channel grow. Let's start out with the dimensions. This San Martin has a diameter of 39mm, which I actually find to be the perfect sweet spot for most wrist sizes. As for thickness, including the double dome crystal, it comes in at 13.2mm, but it wears much thinner, and that's thanks to that the crystal protrudes 1.4mm, which actually makes the case only 11.8mm. And the lug width is 45.4mm, but the effective lug width, with the bracelet included, makes it 50.5mm. The bracelet starts at 21mm and tapers down to a sleek 18mm at the clasp. The crown is 6.4mm in diameter, making it easy to grip and use. Now let me show you how it looks on my 7-inch wrist. One of the first things I noticed wearing this watch for a week was how incredibly comfortable that it is. And that's part to the case back, that it sinks into the wrist, and the thin mid-case profile, along with the down-turning lugs. This all makes this watch wear much thinner than you would expect. The finishing on this watch is exceptional, and that's pretty much what we expect to see when we hold a San Martin nowadays. Even under a zoom lens, the quality is outstanding, and you really have a hard time putting this watch at fault. We can also see that the end lugs are real tree-link designs. It's not faux, which adds to that premium feel, and it goes to show that San Martin didn't cut any corners this time around. The date placement at 6 o'clock is another detail that I love. It's perfectly color matched to the dial, maintaining that seamless look. And further inspecting the dial, we can see that all the applied indices are perfectly aligned, no misalignment, and they're finished to such a high standard, as you can see by these close-up shots. Looking closely at the printings of this watch, we can see that it's very sharp and very well done. Another detail on the dial that I really appreciate is that chamfered edge that goes around the whole dial. It really adds depth to the dial and really elevates it to another level, in my opinion. Looking close up at the brushing and polishing, we can see first up with the polishing that there is no visible streaking, indicating that it's done to a very high standard. Taking a look at the brushed surfaces, we can see that there are straight lines done to a satin brush level. And not just looking at the finishes individually, looking at how they transfer from one to another, we can really appreciate how sharp the transitions are, indicating another time how good the level of finishing that's achieved on this watch. And I can't stress that enough. I'm really baffled. The bracelet is one of the best features of this watch. It starts at 21mm at the lugs, tapering down all the way down to 18mm before the clasp, and it's incredibly comfortable. The on-the-fly length adjustment is a game changer for daily wear. For example, if you're out on a hot day, your wrist will naturally expand and you would have to adjust the bracelet thereafter. Having an on-the-fly adjustment makes it really an ease, and really it puts it at another league compared to a watch that doesn't have this feature. However, the bracelet is not perfect. I would personally have preferred it to be 20mm in lug width, just because I have so many straps that are already 20mm and I would like to be able to put them on this watch as well. However, I can't really complain. Nowadays we have plenty of options at 21mm. It's just more of a convenience thing for me personally. Another thing that I would personally do different if I produced this watch was to make it with female end links, and that's simply so that it can accommodate much smaller wrists as well, because as we can see, the lug-to-lug effective one with the bracelet comes in at 50.5 millimeters or 4, while the lug-to-lug on the case itself is only 45.4. Having that female endling would make this watch suit all the wrists. However, for my 7-inch wrist, it fits perfectly well, and I'm sure it will fit anyone with above 6.5 anyways. Despite that, I also appreciate the bold look of the male end links that are on this watch. So I really see the pros and cons of having male or female end links. Inside, the SN0140W is powered by the NH34 movement, which essentially is an upgrade from the NH35 movement in the sense that it has an added GMT function. Along with the GMT function on the movement itself, we have the GMT bezel that moves in 24 click increments, offering great feedback and actually perfect alignment, which I can tell you is something that you cannot even expect with much more expensive watches nowadays if you look elsewhere. Not only is the bezel functional, but it also adds a lot of character to the watch. Seeing in my case, I took the green color, and it really brings that touch of color to the watch. With 200 meters of water resistance, this watch is ready for any adventure really. Doesn't matter if you're swimming, diving, or just out in the rain, it's still got you covered. The double dome sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating applied underneath will ensure that you get that clear view of the dial from any angle, and it really makes it a breeze to read the time even under direct sunlight. After a week with the San Martin SN0140W, I have to say, it really has won me over. It's not just about the specifications, it's about how it feels on the wrist, the attention to detail that San Martin has put into it. For the price, it offers a level of quality that rivals much more expensive brands, and I can assure you, for this price, you won't find this quality anywhere in all of Switzerland nor Japan. So I can with confidence say that this watch is definitely going to be a staple in my daily rotation. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe if you're looking for more watch reviews and content. I got plenty lined up for you guys and girls. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this San Martin SN0140W. Do you think they nailed it with this one? What features would you love to have or think could be improved upon? Just leave the comment down below, and I do promise to respond to each and every one of you. Now, thanks for watching. If you're interested in checking out this watch, I will leave a link to the listing down below in the description. Feel free to visit. Most importantly, hope to see you next time. Take care of each other and peace out.